All right, folks, this is Harris Sultan, the ex-Muslim atheist, and welcome to another episode of Sultan's House of Sin. Last week, Charlie Hebdo republished cartoons of Muhammad. They made a stand. They showed what happened, that they lost so many of the wonderful people at the hands of Algerian Islamic terrorists. And they were well within their rights. And as we know, French President Macron said, I won't condemn cartoons of Prophet Muhammad. And we know that Charlie Hebdo republished cartoons. And what's been happening, as we expected, there will be a backlash. There will be an outrage. What these empty people, what can they do? What can they do other than getting outraged? These third world people can either get outraged over a blue cartoon of a Hindu goddess or of their prophet that they are separated by nearly 14 centuries, but they've got nothing better to do with their lives. So have a look. This was held nearly 3 days ago, and another show of force. Tens of thousands of people turned up at this rally where they were demanding France to be punished. This guy with a colorful turban is one of the leading religious scholars and the political force. And this, you can see, this is a show of force. Just imagine if a handful of these monkeys are let loose in a Western country. Just imagine that. It reminds me of a movie, Lord of the Rings, when they're defending Rohan, and by looking at they're standing at the wall, Aragorn and all these other guys are standing at the wall, and they see this enormous army of orcs. They just want to just raze the city to the ground. And this is exactly what these guys are thinking. Exactly what these guys are thinking. I'm not exaggerating it because I have another video for you to have a look at. These guys are basically showing their force. They're trying to intimidate you. The only sad part is the Western governments are not taking this threat seriously. I come from that part of the world, and I know that we can't make a blanket statement against a group of people because there would be so many Harris Sultans in Pakistan who are decent people who should not be punished for the crimes of these Neanderthals. They should not. But you cannot. Western countries have no obligation towards any group of people or anyone that they should come to the country, unless obviously they are enlightened people, and then they should be vetted. They should be strongly vetted. Anyone coming from Pakistan or anyone coming from these Muslim countries, they should be vetted. Obviously, if they're skilled, if they're educated people, we have seen that they could still harbor these anti-Western sentiments in them. As we know, a couple of days ago, there was a 9/11 anniversary. All those guys were engineers and highly educated people, so they can still do that. But vet them, ask them questions, ask them enlightened questions. Their Western values are worth preserving, so you should be doing that. And have a look at these guys. These guys, just imagine 50 of those people, if they were in Paris, right next to Eiffel Tower, what would they do? I'll tell you. Have a look what they would, from their own mouth. Have a look what they say.
If someone speaks against me, I will tolerate. If someone speaks against my family, I will tolerate. But if someone kills me even, me and my family will tolerate. But if someone speaks against the dignity and honor of Rasulullah alayhi salam, we will never ever tolerate this thing. Each and every one of us is ready for jihad against Gustakh Rasul. The biggest form of terrorism in the entire world is the blasphemy of Rasulullah alayhi salatu wasalam. It pinches and it hurts the emotions and feelings of 1.8 billion Muslims.
We are not going to stop. I will take revenge. I will go to France. I will kill that.
I will go to France. I will kill them. so it's no laughing matter, but it's actually true. Imagine him being charged up. Imagine him seeing Charlie Hebdo. Imagine him seeing, oh, my prophet is being defiled. by freedom of expression. Just imagine what they would do. So you need to wake up. West needs to wake up.